We're having a really simple dinner tonight. Craig and I made like 75 enchiladas yesterday, and I had some chicken left over. We're having chicken taco salad. And we invited kind of a new acquaintance over. We met him a couple months ago at the fire station. He was the fire chief in a village a little bit away from us. And he has prostate cancer, and his wife has Alzheimer's. She's probably mid-stage to the later stages of it. And I've texted him and I called him, and he didn't respond. When we met him that day, I just asked him if I could pray for him, and he said yes. I've prayed for a lot of people, and nobody has prayed for me, and that would feel nice. So Craig and I and another friend just laid up all of our, hands on him and prayed for him. That God would heal him if he chose. God is a healer, and if he wishes, if he wants to, and if it's his purpose and his will, he can heal. And I always feel sad when I pray for someone's healing and God doesn't heal them here on earth. We all will be healed someday in heaven forever. We'll have resurrected bodies. And I'm sad that God hasn't healed him, because what's going to happen to his wife, his beloved wife? And I know it's such a stress on him. Anyways, I texted him, I messaged him, I never heard back from him. And then another friend who introduced us saw him at a gas station and said, "Hey, did you get a message from Kathleen or a call?" And he said, "Yeah, I did. But it is so hard to muster up the courage to ask for help." And so this morning, I just took the tiger by the tail and I called him. I texted him. And I said, "If you feel like I'm stalking you, it's not me, it's the hound of heaven. And it's really hard when you've been the kind of person who's given and given and given all your life to other people. It's very vulnerable to receive. And I've been caregiving for many years and a hospice volunteer, and I truly believe that the end of life is a sacred time, and I think it's precious time. And I would love for Craig and I to be able to help them practically or physically, or bring a loaf of bread or go shopping or change the sheets, or we don't know how advanced everything is for either one of them. They're older than us. And we're gonna sit down at this table with someone donated those flowers to me from a dinner last night, and I happily accepted. They're beautiful. And we're gonna have chicken taco salad and ice cream for dessert, and I hope we can just talk. And with the wife, because Alzheimer's patients usually can't communicate very well, they still have a memory of music. And so I got some old hymn books out, not 2x2 hymn books, regular Christian hymn books. And I hope we can just sit on the couch and sing together the old hymns. Elizabeth Elliot said, "It's the old hymns that get you through the dark night." So if you're having a hard patch, or someone that's having a hard patch, get together over a little table and break bread together and commune. I'm looking forward to it. I hope they are. When a caregiver is caregiving like he is, it's the days and nights are like 36-hour days, and the evenings are so long. Nights are the worst. And then with him having cancer, it's got to be really tough. So if you think of it, you have some margin, you have some bandwidth, pray for my friends. What I told him is, we moved here 5 years ago, and we actually need them. We don't want all his wisdom and experience to just go with him when he goes. I would really like him to pass some on to us, drip on us a little bit. So, yeah. Here's to life. Here's to waking up and living. Here's to being awakened. And here's to finishing well.